I will ask my question to Supervisor Kim. Supervisor, there is a ballot initiative, I think signatures have been collected already, with regard to right to counsel. This would be for tenants who are at risk of eviction, and we know that there are statistics that show that when a tenant has counsel, the opportunity and success rate to keep them in their home is much greater. There's also a measure at the board, and I wondered if you could clarify what the difference between the two and which you are supporting.
So I was the first candidate here to support the right to counsel measure that the San Francisco Tenants Union has qualified for the ballot for June 5th. And Senator Leonard, I believe that you have endorsed that measure as well. And we have a right to counsel when you are at risk of losing your life and your liberty and you're in the criminal justice system. I also believe that needs to be expanded in deportation cases, and also when you are about to lose your home. And for many people that means that they have nowhere else to go. And we need to put a moratorium on these unfair evictions, by the way, until we have a fully funded right to eviction counseling program here in San Francisco for every single tenant. The difference, the distinction between the one that's being put for the ballot and what I've been seeing that's being written, that's being sponsored through the Board of Supervisors process, is that this is free and universal right to counsel for all tenants, which I support, as I did in my push for Free City College. The measure that is moving forward before the board is a right to counsel for some tenants, but not all. It's means tested. And I think that when you start to bring in that element, you really hurt so many of the residents, including middle-class residents that are fighting to stay here in San Francisco. But I will just say the vast majority of tenants that are getting evicted in San Francisco, the vast majority are seniors, immigrants who speak English as a second language, and individuals with disability. That is the vast majority of those that are being targeted for eviction today. And I think it's incredibly important for all of us to make sure that we are fighting for those people to stay in San Francisco, because that is why we love the city so much, because it's diverse, and we have to make sure we're fighting to keep them here.
I would agree with you on the importance of the initiative process. There are figures that show that about 70% of those who are living on our streets without shelter were living under a roof in San Francisco before they became homeless. So to the degree that we can keep people who have a home in their homes, we're going to be addressing any chance that our homeless population is going to grow. So it also costs the city a lot less money through right to counsel or even rental assistance through tough times, keeping them in their homes than the cost to all of us taxpayers once they find themselves on the street. And another figure I came upon recently was that 41% of those living on the street right now became homeless in the past year. So we're not doing a good enough job. And these Ellis Act evictions must stop. I've tried to amend the Ellis Act. The California Association of Realtors stopped us in Sacramento. I wanted to be able to differentiate between speculators who were buying properties with the intent to evict all tenants. That's not for whom the Ellis Act was written. It was written for landlords for the purpose of going out of the business of being a landlord. That's the legal right. It's being abused by speculators. We should take them to court so they know that there is consequence when they abuse a law that was not written for them, so that they can turn around and make a quick profit. And that is not good public policy. They need to be stopped.
Yeah.